Didn't see you there. How's it going? Welcome to episode 12 of the live chat. How's everyone doing? Here to discuss all of the fights upcoming this weekend, what we'll be covering here on the channel, get into some MMA news. Obviously, you guys want to talk about some other stuff. We can talk about that too. Whatever you guys want to discuss. Good to see Degenerate Dane. Paradox Chad. Paradox, have you been checking out the Northern King? I seen you in the chat. It's pretty dope. Glad you're in there. Good to see Scott Too Hot. How you doing, man? Nana Am, bro. Getting into some crazy stuff. Ruby Ridge, yes. Ruby Ridge indeed. Good to see Nick. Cool Breeze, the homie. Are you high? No, I haven't been high for about 2 years now. Isn't that crazy? 2 years. How many episodes before this becomes a Pokemon channel? I don't know. What do you guys think? Over under? You guys want to take bets on that? If Pokemon somehow merges with Alien, then yeah, you'll probably see that happen. We miss you too, Nick. Hopefully we'll get together. If not this year, then next year. For an event. Hopefully, some more people will be able to join too. Yeah, they're all right. I just have trouble following because I'm never there at the start. Doesn't matter. You just kind of find your way through the Northern Kings drama streams. They're fantastic. Shout out to that channel. They're live right now. But yeah, White House card. Yeah, I heard that. We'll go to. We'll go to the White House card. I'm down. Shit, I'm a veteran of the DC area now, so no problem. I'll go to the White House card. I think there's only going to be like 5,000 people allowed in attendance, right? What fights are this weekend? Great question, Mr. Cool Breeze. It's a good segue. You know, I used to do like post your questions for the live chat. I think we should do that again. I'm just not organized enough to do that. So once again, grabakahitman.com is the number one source for finding out the fight schedule every weekend. So that's the source I'll be using. White House card is going to have crazy security, probably, and by only good point, most likely. Shit UFC card. Come on, Paradox. Shit card the next week. What constitutes a good UFC card to you, Mr. Paradox? What constitutes a good UFC card? I think your expectations are too high and you need to lower them. Much like much of life. Top 1% will be attending the White House card, not us. Good to see you, Grimy. That's probably true. I mean, if they got tickets, then they got tickets, though, you know? Might be expensive as shit. All right, so what is today? Thursday? Is it Thursday? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, it's Thursday. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, let's check it out. So there is a boxing card tonight. What even is this? Underdog boxing? I'm sure Jay from Rush Hour Fight Club will be watching that. There's RCC. Watch this on UDAR. That'll be at 6 a.m. I've heard of RCC. Heard it's not that bad. See a lot of guys from the UFC or like on Contender Series and stuff cutting their teeth at RCC. But yes, one championship. This is something I will definitely be doing. Sarain Lek headlining the card. There's a nice little burp there for me. So yeah, that's the first event we'll be doing. There's a BKFC card tomorrow as well. That's probably something I'll be covering. So yeah, we got one BKFC. There's an Island Fights card. This shit's always kind of suck. It's on free on YouTube though. There's an LFA. Same time as BKFC, so yeah. Probably we'll only be covering BKFC in one tomorrow. Oh, there's a JCK. Let's go. Let's go. Is that Saturday morning? Yeah, dude. JCK. Sick. This is free on YouTube. Starts about the same time as 1. I'll be watching JCK for sure. Okay. What else we got? Hold on, let me go back to the live chat. Many good fights. Okay, well, how are you gonna get many good fights with however many events per year? I have people say shit UFC card every week. Go watch WNBA. Yeah, big facts, right? Oh wow, this weekend's card sucks. Blah blah blah, and then you watch it anyway. It's like, okay, well, just take. You might as well just bend over. Romero and BKFC. That is true. I know people act like shit UFC cards aren't shit. Well, again, I think your expectations are too high. Just because there's not a lot of name value on a card doesn't mean the entertainment value is low. I would say for the most part, most UFC cards are mediocre in entertainment value. Or mediocre as far as name value and entertainment value subsequently. But that's what I expect from the UFC, right? I don't expect high name value every card and super banger fights every time. That's why I watch K1. That's why I watch Rise Kickboxing, because I know for a fact I don't even have to know who the fighters are, and the fights are going to be great. Also, BKFC kind of gives you that same sort of thing, right? Like, you don't have a lot of name value, but you're gonna get good fights. So is every BKFC card shit because half the people on there are basically unknown? You got to lower your expectations when it comes to the UFC, man. Like, not every card's gonna be stacked. As far as name value is concerned, but if you're actually a fan of MMA and you watch enough UFC, you're gonna understand that like most of the fights are gonna be pretty good, right? Good to see Marco in the chat. Facts. Fans love to complain before a card happens instead of watching it first and complaining if it's bad. Sure. And you know what? I understand a lot of people just being like, well, the UFC sucks and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you're going to watch it anyway. So adjust your expectations accordingly, right? That's kind of my advice. It's like, okay, like, I already know, like, there's not going to be high name value on every card because they do what, like 46, 48 events a year? Every card can't have good name value. It's mathematically impossible. There's not that many name value fighters, right? Complaining is fun. Well, there you go. All right, let's keep it rolling. So yeah, 1 BKFC tomorrow, JCK Saturday morning. Just kind of going through some stuff here. Oh, there's a Senshi card. Ooh, Senshi, and it's on YouTube, and it's a tournament. Ooh, wow, that's sick. We might have to fit Senshi into our watch parties tomorrow or Saturday. Interesting. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, hold on. Let me see this. Notes. Perfect. Friday, 1 BKFC. Saturday. What was I gonna look at? Oh yeah, JCK. Senshi. I'll put a question mark over Senshi. The only thing I want from the UFC is more ranked guys fighting. I swear so many of them only fight like once or twice a year, need to be 3 times a year at least, not including injuries and other reasons, obviously. Sure. I agree with you. But I also recognize that at this current state of combat sports, fighters hold a lot of value to holding on to their ranking. So they're only going to take matchups that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Or are favorable or something like that. or that are going to move them up, right? They don't want to give up their spot. So I do sympathize with that, but in the same vein, agree that they should be more active. Um, it's Zoomers who say that shit. Low attention span. Complaining is for women. Yes. Zach Reese versus Dumas, though, that's a banger. I wholeheartedly agree with you. That's going to be a great fight. Okay, let's continue on. There's a lot of boxing this weekend. I will not be watching any of it. I most likely will do a watch party for Canelo Crawford. There's Octagon and Cage Warriors on Saturday. There's an Aris card. I don't think that we can watch that here in the States, though. I think it's actually very hard to watch. WoW. I've heard of WoW before. Obviously, the UFC. And that's actually going down at 12 p.m. Pacific, interestingly enough. It is a big card, guys. It's 14 fights. UFC. So, yeah, Saturday, JCK, Senshi in the UFC for sure. Good to see. Francisco, we eating good this weekend. Who you picking? Who you picking? WoW is Ilya Taporia's promotion. All right, bet. That's dope. That's dope. Wombat Casual 5. Wow, that might be comment of the day. Might have to highlight that one. I like that. Who do I think did that? Let me think. So I've mentioned this before to many people, but I'll reiterate it. I have a conspiracy theory. My conspiracy theory is that every conspiracy theory is wrong, and I don't believe it. But I think every conspiracy theory has a believable side to it. If it turns out that it was a psyop and all that stuff and it came out to be true, I would go, wow, it's not shocking. Because we all know that there are many forces at play in the world we live in, right? That we don't quite understand and are not privy to the information. So for now, I'm going to take it at face value, like I do most things, and just say that somebody that was upset with him. But do I give validity to the possibility that, you know, it could have been a hired thing? Sure. On the AM, bro, did it? Did he? He keeps asking about it. Homeland Security was watching on the AM, bro. Ooh. Like 6 months ago, my older neighbor asked if he could plant some banana trees on my side of our shared backyard, and I haven't seen him for quite a while. Just found out immigration took him. Why was he not legal? Israel or Trump? They don't want the. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kirk called. So I'm trying to get my channel monetized. Guys. NSA, CIA, FBI. Check for. Yeah. If you search in Google nothing but pics of Giuliano show, are you serious? Oh, I just searched. You're right. That's weird. Are you actually Giuliano? That's actually really weird. He's actually 100% right on that. So now I'm watering his banana trees so they don't die. That's actually dope. How would I know his immigration situation? Well, he must have been illegal, is the only thing I'll say. Which is yeah. Sucks for that guy. It's because he tags me in his videos. Okay, got you. Why? Why does he do that? You should ask him to stop. People are gonna start thinking you're Giuliano. All right, let's keep it rolling. Virtual fight or Victoria fights. Cage Thunder. Attack fight. Ooh, this is a Muay Thai card in Brazil. Interesting. Cage Titans. All these leagues I'll probably never watch. Jesus Christ, there's so much going down. Okay, so it looks like Canelo versus Crawford will be at 6 p.m. Pacific. So what time is the UFC? That's the question. That is the question. It is. The main card's at 3. So I'm guessing we'll have time to catch the main card, the end of the main card for Canelo Crawford, which I probably should just do a dual stream. That'd probably be smartest, right? Even though, like, obviously, Mbili is always in a very fun fight. I've heard of Sergey Boachuk. I don't know anybody else on the card. Obviously, Callum Walsh versus a bum. Oh, Fernando Vargas Jr. Actually, I don't know if I know who that is. The main event's the only thing that matters on that card. So yeah, Canelo versus Crawford. Also, I'm interested to hear your guys' pick for that fight. Let's see. Let's get a poll going. I wish I could have my mods make a poll. Oh, god damn it. I gotta log into my other account. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Okay, the poll's up. Okay. This guy's, yeah, it's still funny though. It is really funny. He's got kids and a wife that are still living next door, so he must have been the only one. Ah, man, that sucks, man. It sucks. Should have gotten his papers. All this on this weekend, and I bet next week there ain't gonna be jack shit on. You know what's gonna be on though? One championship, Thai fight, Pechindi, all the random Muay Thai promotions that no one cares about. And I'm sure there'll be a kickboxing. I bet you Crush is next weekend. I can actually check that out. Let's go to Beyond Kick. Rise 181. No, that already happened. Let's go to the kickboxing schedule. Five days. LFN. K1 World Max already happened. Combat Fight Series. Interesting. Senshi Grand Prix. That's so sick, dude. I'm so stoked for that. Ooh, there's a knockout card next weekend. One Friday fights. Yep. I knew it. Crush. No, that's in 2 weeks. Shit. Wait, is it? No. Yeah, there'd be a Crush card. Gangster. I already knew it would happen. Dope. Yeah, we got Crush, though. I'm absolutely disgusted by every social media platform that allowed that video to stay up for hours. Atrocious. It was brutal. It was brutal, man. Super, super brutal. I kind of regret watching it, but yeah, man. Like the up close angle. Jeez, man. I want Crawford, but let's be realistic. It will be Canelo decision no matter what. Split decision, rigged, robbery, rematch in 2026. Shatterhead might be on the money. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying it. If it goes the distance, Canelo is getting his hand raised regardless of how the fight goes. Why do you guys say that? Why do you guys say that? I'm interested. Seriously doubt the White House card at this point. Why is that? WMC. Seems like it's going to happen. Seems logistically very difficult, though, right? Restart the poll. I accidentally picked Crawfish. Knockout was sick as fuck. Yeah. We're going to watch Knockout. I regretted watching it the second I saw it. I don't know if I'll ever forget it. So I didn't ever even like search for it, right? Like, somebody sent it in my Discord. And when I clicked on it and watched it, I was like, is that real? Right? Because like that's what happens now. You see a video and then you're like, was that even real? And then I immediately Googled it, and then yeah. Dana said the fighters are going to warm up in the Oval Office. Did you really? Did you guys see that Trump like made a speech about the events that took place, and it was like all AI? And you're like, that's weird. What the fuck's up with that? Anyway, Shamrock FC Nexus. What is this? This is something. Hold on. What is this? Is this Black Combat? No, Grachin. Okay. Okay, so Grachin is like apparently the lowest of the low level JMMA promotions. I probably never will watch that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, Naoya Inoue is boxing this weekend too versus Akhmed Aliyev. Are you serious? Should we watch that? Are you guys interested in that? If Tenshin Nasukawa is on the card, I'll watch it, but he's not. So, you guys interested in that at all? Yeah. Some Taiwanese promotion. That's actually sick. Is it on YouTube? It is. WOTD Enter the Dragon 13. Yo, this actually sounds sick as fuck. Hold on. Let's check this out. WOTD MMA. Yo, that's sick. I'm gonna subscribe. We might actually do a watch party for this. Sick. There's an ACA card. This is all on Sunday. Monday. Oh, there's a Deep Impact card. Let's go. Let's go. I'll probably be watching that with Isha as well. So there you go. That's the weekend of combat sports. Let me make some more notes. UFC, Canelo, Crawford, and then Deep Sunday, possibly Taiwan promo, and then if there's a Thai Fight League, we'll watch that too. So there you go. Because Canelo always has the benefit of being given the benefit of the doubt in the scorecards. I mean, Floyd schooled him, and a judge still gave it a draw. And don't even get me started with the Bivol scorecards. Yeah, I do remember that. Not an AM, bro. Yeah, Monica Lewinsky. You think because of that event, the White House card won't happen? Interesting. Because of the like a heightened risk. I don't think so. I think there'll be a lot of security for it. Yeah, it looked AI, right? I said to my mom that there was so much. It looked like it was fake from a slasher movie or something. Never seen anything like that. What was even weirder to me, well, not weird, but some people were like, because I was typing in a live chat as it happened. I was like, oh, did you guys see this happen? And people were like, oh, like they're saying that he's stable, in stable condition. He's going to survive. And I'm like, nah. like, did you see the video? Like, there's no way that guy's making it. And it's very sad. A guy who was divisive, sure, but somebody that I would argue was one of the least aggressive people with an opposing viewpoint. So it's very sad to see that somebody like that, something like that would happen to somebody like that. So that definitely worries me and bums me out. So yeah, obviously a tragedy. They got to get better security at these kinds of things, right? And it's also shocking that the guy's still at large. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think they can figure out a better way to secure these places for something like that. So, dude, I thought he was on Impact when I watched it. Yeah, same, right? I'm like, how did he even? Because I guess he made it to the hospital. Charlie Kirk was willing to debate with anyone and never insulted them ever. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a bummer, man. Good to see Ron in the chat. How are you doing, man? It's been a little bit. Did you see Anpo sign for one championship? I did not. I did not. You know, he's kind of I wonder who he would fight. Who would he even fight? Or what weight class is he even in? 155? 145? He seems like a bigger guy, right? I don't know if they'll have a lot of people for him. Sick either way. Redskins are beating the Packers tonight. Ooh. Wait, aren't they called the Commanders? Shout out to DC. Charlie Kirk, just by his ability to speak, could make him president someday. Do we have to? I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And also, pay no mind to Matua. He's just looking for a safe place to crack jokes. So, I tried to tell him my Discord was not the safe place, but he's gonna make the live chat the safe place. So, good for him. It's just crazy, man. Like, nobody's safe, right? For that to happen in Salt Lake City is kind of crazy. What happened in Provo, to be fair, which is just south of Salt Lake City. It's just kind of crazy that something like that would happen there. And I think that adds to the conspiracy angle, right? Here's something that happened in a red state. You know what I'm saying? Didn't realize Matua was a lib. Nah, it's cool, man. I don't really care if you're liberal or not. I don't know, dude. Like I'm a centrist that leans right. So people would say I'm a conservative extremist, you know. So I think that the two-party system needs to work in conjunction with, you know, everybody. But against Gregorian in the featherweight kickboxing at 173. He's gonna smoke Gregorian. Rat's pretty good, but Anpo probably fucks him up. That's sick. It's weird to me. The state of kickboxing is strange to me. It's very strange that you have all these K1 fighters leaving K1, going to 1. You have Rise fighters going to 1. And then you have all these 1 fighters leaving and going to K1 or going to Rise or going to, you know, it's like the lesser of two evils, right? Like, what kickboxing promotion is even the best for your career, right? I would argue 1 is probably gonna get you more exposure, so probably would be 1. But then, you know, obviously in K1 you can fight more. Well, yeah. See, that's the issue. Like, K1 doesn't have enough cards, so you'd have to go fight on a crush card, or it's weird, man. It's weird. Kickboxing sucks, man. It sucks ass. The business of kickboxing is so fucked up. Gregorian wears the coolest shorts. Well, he can't anymore. Maybe he can. I think 1 has a contract with Fairtex in which everybody has to wear the same, like, 10 different shorts. But maybe if it's at a stadium, they can wear custom shorts. But I'm honestly not sure. Wait, Ampo is fighting Marat Gregorian? Yeah, he's fucked. I think Marat smokes him. What? Word. All right, bet. I don't think Marat's that good anymore, personally. Anybody knows me knows that I live in the deep south. And I'm a big anti-Trump person, but I've heard a lot of people here saying it's time for retaliation. That's concerning. What? In what way? Isn't there a bunch of Rising cards coming up? I don't know. You know, Kaya Sakura came over to the UFC and he couldn't beat Tim Elliott. So does Ryzen even matter anymore? Who gives a fuck about Ryzen? They're all bums. Fuck all them. I'm never watching a Ryzen card again. Seika Izawa. Who is Seika Izawa? Only person I know that means anything to me would be Mona Kimura. That's right. Mona World, baby. Mona World. I think Sabatello is on one of them. Yeah, that's dope. That's cool. There's like 3 cards. Okay, cool. You still on that Kaya Sakura loss? Yeah, he's fighting Sato. Who is that? Who even knows who any of these Japanese bums are? They all suck anyway. If they're not in kickboxing, then why are they worth my time? Ryzen is always goaded just off the crowd. The UFC could never. Sure, it's very entertaining. It's very entertaining. But you know what? When I'm up at like 4 in the morning and I'm watching some boring ass wrestling match in a ring, you know, my entertainment level and patience with the card starts to fade dramatically. So I would argue that Rise or K1 are 10 times more entertaining than anything MMA could ever do. I don't give a shit about MMA. MMA's lame. It sucks. It's boring as shit half the time. Like at least 55% of the time, MMA is just straight up boring. I don't want to see people wrestle. You know, maybe I should start watching boxing again because MMA is just gets boring really fast, man. And again, my patience for boring wrestling fights goes down significantly at 4 in the morning. I just don't have the patience for it. And I'm like, well, why am I watching this dumb shit? Just watch it on replay if you're gonna cry about it. I'm tired. I don't watch fights on replay. I only watch them live. So yeah, I mean, listen. I'll be watching Ryzen. Okay, I'll be here for a watch party, but don't expect me to do the whole thing. If I get tired, I'm leaving. If it's K1 or Rise, I'll stay up all night for that shit. Don't mind. All the fights are always fun, right? Like you can't say the same for Ryzen, which, by the way, has kickboxing matches on most of the cards now. Just saying. What is up, Rafuko? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, MMA sucks. Sort of agree. I think the only exciting fighters who wrestled were Khabib and Fluffy. Well, no, I mean, like, you're gonna sit here and tell me that you don't enjoy watching 2 bantamweights, light heavyweight, or sorry, bantamweights, featherweights, lightweights having crazy scrambles? Like that shit's amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like, what was that fight? That guy George Mangos versus Radley De Silva. That shit was awesome. It was an awesome grappling fight. I like grappling when it's fun. I don't like watching 5 minutes of control time. Like, what are we doing? Why are we watching this? That's why I refuse to watch. Every time that there's like tomorrow, there'll be a 1 championship card, right? And there's probably going to be 2 MMA fights before the card starts. Like, I'm not watching those. I'm there to watch Muay Thai. I'll sleep in past the 2 MMA fights, and then I'll be live because now and again, I think that kickboxing is the most entertaining combat sport. It's not hard to, see that. I think 1 championship has the most consistently entertaining show every week with 1 Friday fights, right? But again, 1 championship Muay Thai is not Muay Thai. It's not Muay Thai. It's Muay Thai adjacent. Even Thai fight is so fun. It's not Muay Thai. It's hemp wraps, right? Most Muay Thai sucks and it's boring as shit. Kickboxing is where it's at. The rule set is more aggressive. Kickboxing allows less stalling, right? So I would say kickboxing and Muay Thai are, kickboxing specifically is the most entertaining combat sport. But I would say that high level boxing, the story you can tell over the course of 32 minutes is the most exciting thing in combat sports, right? And then I would say high level MMA is right up there, right? I would put kickboxing, and then I would put low level MMA, and then boxing. like not anything but high level MMA, and then boxing is the most boring for some reason. Boxing's just I don't know, man. I've tried to get into boxing. I got into it a little bit, and then I just kind of fell back out. I don't really care about it anymore. It was really when the heavyweights were interesting, right? Like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Back when they all had a lot of steam, I was very locked in to the sport. And, Naoya Inoue is very exciting, but I don't care enough to stay up till 3 in the morning to watch a Naoya Inoue fight. Couldn't care less. Especially when he's fighting random, featherweight number 35 that I've never heard of. Do you guys know that in 2 more title defenses, Naoya Inoue will have tied Joe Louis and Floyd Mayweather for the most title defense or most title fights, most title fight wins? Isn't that shocking? I think it's 22, 23. So yeah, that's super fascinating. I mean, good for him. And I know a lot of people like Naoya Inoue, but it's like, why should I care about this little Japanese man who doesn't fight anybody of note, right? Like Ahmed Aliyev. It's like, who? Mike Jones? I really like scrambles. Those are fun. Like Bryce Meredith and Lazaro Dayron was insane. And that had a lot of wrestling scrambles. You gotta love scrambles, man, especially high level ones, right? But yeah, most wrestling isn't like that. There's not you don't get competitive wrestling, right? It's mostly just lay and pray, which is not fun. And a lot of MMA breeds that kind of. Even in Ryzen, the superior rule set doesn't help. You still get a lot of lay and pray, right? Thoughts on Milos Shavetnikanin from Glory Kickboxing? Dude has some skills. I fucks with Milos. Dude is sick as fuck. He goes for the knockout. He's a little bit undersized for heavyweight specifically. I would like to see him fight more at light heavyweight, but Glory has been, for some reason, just putting all of their eggs in the heavyweight basket. Did you guys see that Tiani Bestati has actually retired from Glory, and he's going to start fighting in MMA, which is sick. Wonder if we'll ever see Artem Vahitov in MMA again. What do you guys think? Weight classes are for pussies. Sumo is where it's at. Brother Scott, I tried to watch sumo one time, and I was just outright confused. You know what we should do? I'm totally willing to do this, Scott. You and me, buddy. You come on the show. All you co-host with me. We'll do a sumo event, and you just explain to me what's happening. I'll that's my second shot I'll give to sumo. You got Lopez or Silva? Think carefully because I'm betting my life savings on your pick. You gonna do this to me? You gonna do this to me? Well, my first advice to you would be to not bet in that situation, right? I got John Silva, but you know what a smarter bet might be is over 2.5 rounds. Yeah, yeah, over 2.5 rounds. Fight ends inside the distance might be a good one too. Let me actually check the betting lines really fast. Let's check it out. Oh, okay. Let's peep this game, son. UFC Noche. Diego Lopez and João Silva. Oh, let's take a gander here. Yeah. Lopez by sub plus 650. John Silva by sub plus 900. The draw is plus 660. Definitely gonna put $1 on that, right? Got to put $1 on the draw. Shout to Degenerate Dane. John Silva round 1. Blah blah blah. John Silva by points. It's decent. Plus 375. Point spread. Fighter wins inside the distance. Goes to decision is plus 200. I don't think the fight goes to decision. Man, they don't actually. Oh, no. Either fighter by KO or TKO is minus 165. Either fighter by sub is plus 500. Interesting. Fight goes to a split decision is plus 800. That is worth putting $2 on. I'm going to put $2 on that. There you go. There you go. Those are my illustrious bets. Oh, I was sharing my screen, but it wasn't on. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. That's probably good. You know what? It was 6. It was 6. Hold on, let me actually look one more time. The draw is 6,600. My apologies. Thank you for the correction. Not in the AM, bro. The next Suno tournament starts this weekend. It's a deal bet. Draw should be like plus 1,000. It's plus 6,600. Yeah, it's going to a draw. Confirm. Bet the whole house. You always bet $1 on the draw, right? Like, duh. What are you, dumb? Not betting $1 on the draw? Did you know that there's like at least one main event draw per year, and we haven't gotten one in 2 years? So I'm just saying, you throw $1 on every draw this year, you're gonna make some money. Should we get into some MMA news? It's not that. It's plus 6,600. I don't think so. What do you mean you don't think so? You don't think it's gonna happen? You just put $1 on it, man. What are you scared? What are you, a liberal? You know, put $1 on plus 6,600 on the draw? Come on, man. Who is this guy? All right, should we get into MMA news? God, MMA fighting is just the most ridiculous news outlet. Why don't we check on the poll real quick? Oh my gosh. 14 votes. 79% for Crawford and 21% Canelo. Screw all you guys. You know what? That's crazy. I know that everybody's going to complain if the fight goes to decision now. I think the last main event draw was Ankalaev versus Yan. Oh, okay. When was that? 2 years ago? More? Was that more than 2 years ago? So I'm saying, man, this is gonna happen. Yeah. So inside the distance. Oh, here's a goes the distance. No, it's minus 260. But then, either fighter by KO or TKO is minus 165. That covers you for a DQ as well. So there you go. Nah, Valentina and Grasso. That was 2023, right? Nice one on the AM, bro. Yeah, you got to bet on the draw, man. Where's Degenerate Dane? Oh, bro, Grasso, Valentina, Shevchenko. Yeah. All right, let's go into some MMAfighting.com news, shall we? All right, let's see what they got. Ilya Taporia says he would sleep Terrence Crawford. What is he doing? Must win for Diego Lopez versus John Silva in UFC Noche headliner. Contender Series fighters offered to. Wow, is that real? Did somebody really offer to suck Dana White's toes? Good thing I have my commentary turned down when that happens. John Silva has an emotional reaction to Noche UFC poster. Okay. Merab Dvalishvili plays baseball with rocks. Geez, this is the hard-hitting journalism that I need from my MMA news outlet. Is Ronda Rousey making a UFC comeback? Question of the day. What the hell, Sydney Sweeney on the front page of MMA Fighting? You guys got a pick for this Tough finale? I didn't watch Tough, so I kind of need somebody else to make that pick for me. Yeah, Asplund offered. Wow. Maybe Hank was right. Yeah, see? Maybe someday we'll all be wondering the same thing. Was Hank the Tank right all along? Is he really? Maybe he's like Nicodemus, right?
Easy, but just because you get more picks right doesn't mean you're better at predictions than me. Easy, but just.
And then he said, "I'm just kidding. Please don't pass on me for saying that stupid shit." And he still said it. Right about what? Everything. He's always six steps ahead. I didn't watch Tough either because it wasn't on Fight Pass. Ah, that's so lame. Why are they doing that to you? Yeah, I think it was only on ESPN Plus, right? UFC won't allow Noche UFC headliner Diego Lopez in my corner for a prelim fight. Terrence Crawford responds to Ilya Taporia's recent comments. That dude's drunk. All right, well. You guys see Losene Kieta pleading with Pitbull to have a fight with him still? All right, well. Well, anyway, God, this news outlet's just falling apart. MMA news is not MMA news anymore. Just a bunch of bullshit. And bro, go to Idaho's Discord and find the post about Hank's video. What? Hank's actually good at picks. He's 70% on Tapology with over 1,000 fights picked. That's sick, man. Yeah, no. He's actually been on a really good streak this year. That's actually the real reason why I left the channel, so I wouldn't have to lose to him in a pick'em contest. No, I've even told him as much. That he's doing really, really well on picks. Ilya is gonna retire super early. Losene begging, yeah, right, like a bitch. Ilya called out Crawford, want to be McGregor. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't he though? Why wouldn't he want to fight somebody like Terrence Crawford? Right? Get a bunch of money. Why wouldn't he want to do that? Calling him a wannabe McGregor. I mean, it's like, dude, if you can make as much money as Conor McGregor, wouldn't you want to as well? Just saying. Easy money. Let me see. I picked considerably more fights than Hank. But let me see here. Let me see. UFC. How do I check my... Oh, there's a way to check your pick rate. By promotion. So yeah, 64% for me. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Terrence Crawford. Although Ilya is already rich as fuck, but I guess they can never have enough. True. That is the bane of all existence, isn't it? Yeah, but that's why you got to put $1 on the draw this weekend, right? You got to put $1 on the draw. Well, actually, I wonder what the betting lines are for Canelo Crawford. Oops. Let's check that out. Oh, where is it? My question is, does Canelo get dropped by Crawford? I'm more curious in that. Where the hell is this goddamn fight? Canelo versus Crawford. It should be like the first one. Yeah, here we go. Terrence Crawford is plus 157 on the betting lines. Canelo's a minus 180 favorite. That's interesting. Canelo Alvarez by decision, plus 120. You know what? I think if you're gonna go Terrence Crawford, you go by knockout, right? Canelo's never been dropped. Canelo Alvarez by KO is plus 360. Oh, yeah, here we go. Terrence Crawford gets knocked down. Yes. Canelo Alvarez gets knocked down plus 400. Wow. They have a lot of prop bets on this one. Most punches landed plus 110. Crawford. Wow. Total knockdowns. No knockdowns minus 170. 3 or more knockdowns plus 1,000. 4 or more knockdowns plus 4,500. Interesting. Do you guys think Bud drops Canelo? I'm also 64% on Tapology picks. Nice. Yo, what is up, Mystic? How you doing, man? I'm gonna be streaming 1 and BKFC tomorrow. Saturday will be JCK, possibly Senshi. It's a kickboxing organization with a 4-man tournament. Sick. UFC and Canelo Crawford, and then Deep on Sunday, and possibly a tie. Oh, Deep will be on Monday, Sunday night, Monday morning, and then possibly this Taiwanese promotion, and then maybe if Thai Fight's live, I'll be doing Thai Fight, and then whatever. Usually, like when Thai Fight happens, there's like a bunch more Muay Thai fights after that, so I just kind of stay on and keep doing different Muay Thai organizations. No, okay, interesting. Doing decent. Just a very sad week with all the news. I agree, man. It's a bummer, man. We kind of talked about it earlier, but yeah, it's just man, nobody's safe, right? Should be reassuring for everyone out there that you're not safe. If Bivol didn't knock down Canelo, how the hell is Crawford going up in weight? How many people has Bivol knocked out? Right, he's not a knockout guy. Crawford went on a streak of knockouts. It's gonna be faster. He's not only dangerous and orthodox, where his main stance, but if you know, when Crawford switches to southpaw, he does a lot more damage. He's very more offensively orientated. And I'm not saying it's likely that Crawford knocks down Canelo. I just have a feeling it might happen. That's my biggest question, right? It's a weird one, man. I think it's very obvious Canelo wins. But does either man get knocked down, right? I think is the question. I think didn't Canelo knock down Berlanga and Munguia, right? I just think Canelo is too defensively savvy to get knocked down. He rolls with everything. True. I think Canelo is a fantastic boxer. What's up, Crackalakin? What's Crackalakin? What's up, Frank? How you doing, man? How you doing? You gonna watch Senshi with me on Saturday? 4-man tournament, one morning tournament. Yeah, I get a lot of shit for Canelo gets a lot of shit, and I kind of am someone who defends him. Probably more than I should. He obviously ducked Benavidez. It's not shocking, right? Like, it's very clear he ducked Benavidez. And I would love to see that fight, but at the same time, I also understand why Canelo doesn't fight Benavidez. You ever seen that clip of Ilya rolling punches against Emmett? No, send it to me. You ever seen that clip of Superbond training in Bangkok? It's Frank the Goat. Hell yeah, the homie Frank, hooking us up all the time. Yeah. You ever seen that clip of Superbond training? That shit's so cool. It's like one of my favorite training clips of all time. The tire. He's like dragging a tire behind him. Yeah, dude, this shit's so sick. Good thing I didn't cancel that Triller subscription. I guess we're watching Senshi. Is it on Triller? It says it's on it says that it's on YouTube. Yeah, check this out, dude. This shit's so sick. And that kind of looks stupid. This is one of my favorite training clips of all time. Look at that shit. Maybe you guys can hear it. I don't know why I love this clip. Like, how fucking cool is that? I wonder if this guy kicks like a mule. All right, guys. Well, so yeah, we got our streaming schedule. We went over some news, talked about political stuff. I'll try to get. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. If I had questions, like a thread of questions. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a long weekend of streaming. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear back from YouTube, man, about being monetized. Hoping that I can be monetized soon. Next week will be very busy for me. So we'll see what my streaming schedule looks like for that. And then I'm getting a knee surgery the following week. So I'll probably be live all the goddamn time. So yeah. Crazy Knockout, one night tourney, the Rebel Series on the same night. That's next week, correct? Knockout has a one night tournament. That's sick. All right, guys. I'm gonna piece up out of here. Thank you everyone for joining the live chat. Yeah. You know what? Somebody was saying maybe I should start doing like panel streams. I don't know if you guys are into that. Yeah, I don't know. We could do that. It'd be crazy. What are you fixing on your knee? I have a torn meniscus. It's torn horizontally and vertically. Yeah. I'm gonna go broke. I'm gonna be broke as fuck. So that'll be fun. Just ice your knee. You'll be fine. I tried that. It doesn't work. No, basically, like the consensus is that I need to get a knee surgery if I ever want to skateboard again. So, yeah, and I've had a torn meniscus since February, so I should have thought about this a long time ago. I actually went to the doctor a long time ago. Instead, I went to the doctor like a month ago when I got back from Sydney. So, yeah, shit sucks. But anyway, it's cool. I'll still be streaming. But I'm not going to stream if I'm really high on drugs, painkillers from the surgery. So, I'm still living off that $50 dono. You Chad. Don't tell anyone about that. I don't got any money. I'm broke. All right, boys. I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you everyone for joining. Yeah, join us for the streams this weekend. All that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys on Sunday. I'll definitely do a Who's Up Next for Sunday. You better bet your ass you should stream Peeking Off Pain Meds. Nah, I'm good. I don't want that clipped. You can go for a bit with it torn, but like you said, you need it fixed to skate long term. Look up knees over toes guy once you are recovered for rehab. All right, bet. Thank you so much, Andrew. And glad to see you changed your name to Andrew A. It's very normal. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better wrap it up.